The Renault Trafic E-Tech is finally available to test drive at John Banks Renault. This fully electric van sits in between the Kangoo and the Master in Renault's fully electric LCV range. In today's video, I'll tell you all the key details, pricing and everything you need to know about the Renault Trafic E-Tech. So if that sounds good, then please keep watching. And if you do like new car and new van reviews, then you're in the right place. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. The Renault Trafic E-Tech starts at just under £40,000, including VAT, and that also includes the maximum £5,000 government plug-in van grant. I'll tell you a bit more detail on that later on. But why don't we start by telling you all of the key details about the Renault Trafic E-Tech and its different configurations. And throughout this video, if you had any further questions or queries that aren't answered, or if you'd like to book in for a test drive for yourself, then you can do that by clicking the link down below and chatting to one of our sales team at Ipswich or Cambridge John Banks Renault.
There are two lengths and, more unusually for electric offerings, two heights to pick between. The standard wheelbase model measures just shy of 5.4 metres, with a load platform length of 3.75. This model comes only in the low roof configuration, which is 1.971 metres. Its load volume is 5.8 cubic metres. The long wheelbase model stretches to 5.48 in length and 4.15 in load volume length. Its load volume also swells to 6.7 cubic metres. Lastly, the long wheelbase, high roof configuration stretches the height to just under 2.5 metres. Load platform length remains the same, but load volume is now 8.9 cubic metres, courtesy of a trap door in the bulkhead.
It's fitted with a 52 kilowatt-hour battery, which delivers a range of up to 186 miles on a WLTP cycle, but Renault claims that it can get closer to 230 miles if the van is confined purely to urban routes. An eco mode optimises range, and in addition a long range mode limits speed to 56 miles per hour, and that stretches the WLTP range to a claimed 200 miles. A 90 kilowatt 122 horsepower motor delivers 245 pound-feet of torque, which gives you a towing capacity of 750 kilograms. There's also a conventional hydraulic braking setup, which includes ARBS, Adaptive Regenerative Brake System, and it's there to maximise energy recovery.
So what about this grant? Well, the government is encouraging drivers and businesses to make the switch to electric vehicles. One of the ways it's doing this is by offering generous incentives and grants to make owning an electric vehicle cheaper. The OZEV plug-in van grant will pay up to 35% of the price of an electric van, up to a maximum of £5,000. Vans qualify for the grant if they have emissions of 50 grams per kilometre or less, and a range of at least 60 miles on full electric vehicles. The OZEV plug-in van grant is subject to full terms and conditions, and eligibility may be revised or withdrawn at any time without prior notice. For full terms and conditions, I'll pop the link in the description.
There's a few different ways that you can top up the batteries of your Renault Trafic E-Tech, whether that be at home or on the move. At home, it's compatible with home wall chargers, which often charge at speeds of 7 kilowatts, but it can actually accept up to 22 kilowatts of AC charging. So if you find a destination charger or often a lamppost charger, it can add up to 30 miles in just 25 minutes. It can also accept speeds of up to 50 kilowatts from DC chargers, adding much more range in much less time.
Businesses are also able to apply for Workplace Charging Scheme. This can dramatically reduce the cost associated with installing chargers at your business premises. If your business has sufficient off-street parking, you can receive up to £350 off the price of each installation for up to 40 charge points. In order to apply, all you need to do is demonstrate a desire to switch to an entirely electric fleet, and make sure your charging stations are put in by an Office of Low Emission Vehicles approved installer.
Apart from the addition of some E-Tech badges and of course the absence of any exhaust pipes or a fuel filler cap, it's pretty much exactly the same as the combustion Renault Trafic, and I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, especially for those people who want their electric van to just blend in.
There's a choice of 7 different colours: Cumulus Blue, Urban Grey, Glacier White, Carmen Red, Highland Grey, Slate Grey and Jet Black.
Apart from a few minor tweaks to the instrument binnacle, pretty much everything inside of the Renault Trafic E-Tech is the same as the combustion model, and that's no bad thing. It means that it's super practical and there's a ton of storage space, up to 88 litres. This is made up of 19.7 litres in the console, 14.6 litres in the doors and 54 litres in the bench. Higher-end trims transform the glove box into an easy life drawer, featuring an innovative opening mechanism that enhances convenience for the driver, with a capacity of 6.6 litres. The Renault Trafic was one of the first light commercial vehicles to feature a mobile office system where, if you fold down the passenger seat, you will see plenty of storage options and also things that make living with the Renault Trafic easier. For instance, you've got an extra cup holder here. You also have a space which can either be used as a clipboard or you could even use it as a table to eat your lunch off of. There's a few different options, including this, which lifts up, which is perfect for paperwork. Inside of here, it is a very nice place to spend time. There's a nice mix of materials. Of course, when it comes to vans, they're supposed to be hard wearing. So of course, there's lots of hard wearing plastic. But I also really like the fact that you get this brushed effect across the dashboard. It does bring an element of style to the cabin. You also have the chrome, which just surrounds this. You also have a really nice laid out touchscreen. It's not the most high definition system, but it works extremely well. It also comes standard with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and it's really simple to navigate around this screen. And luckily, unlike the new versions of the electric Transit, they haven't messed around with the climate control dials. You'll still find some physical, really easy to use climate control dials, as well as a few shortcut buttons around these and also underneath the touchscreen. In true Renault fashion, it also has a very Renault steering wheel. On the left-hand side, you have your cruise control functions, and on the right-hand side controls your instrument binnacle. And then behind this, you will find your volume controls. But this also controls other systems of the infotainment system. You can change the radio station, you can turn up and down the volume, and using the scroller behind this device, you can change your track. As this is one of the slightly higher specification vehicles, it comes with wireless charging, which is really easily located just to the left of the gear selector. And this means that it's able to charge your devices when you're using Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but it's not in a place where you'll be tempted to touch it. The only issue that I see with this cabin being built on an older platform is the charging. You have two chargers at the front and you also have a 12-volt charger here. But a negative with these two chargers is they are the older style USB rather than the new USB-C. Ease of driving is key characteristics of all electric vans. With no transmission to worry about and the low noise levels, it makes driving them so much nicer than driving conventional vans. It just feels more relaxed, and this is certainly the easiest Trafic to drive. If you're familiar with the modern Renault car range, you'll feel instantly at home in the Trafic, which uses the same displays and switchgear as the cars and also the Kangoo. Front and rear parking sensors plus a good rear view camera help to really take the stress out of tricky manoeuvres and tight spaces. The van also now comes with Renault's tried and tested blind spot mirror, which you can actually find in the passenger sun visor. Just like many of Renault's new products, it comes with lots of safety systems as standard. These include things like anti-collision warning and lane assist, and also traffic sign recognition and speed warnings. Now, these speed warnings can be a little bit irritating at times, but the great thing about Renault products is they have a really good way of customizing this. Down the right-hand side of the steering wheel, you'll see a little picture of a car with a circle around it. If you press this twice, it instantly puts it into your personal settings, which means you can turn on and off the safety systems as to which you prefer. If you're looking to electrify your van life, then the new Renault Trafic E-Tech could be the one to help you do that. I really hope you've enjoyed today's video and I hope it's been helpful. If you had any further questions or queries about the Renault Trafic E-Tech or anything else in the Renault range, then please don't hesitate to get in touch via the details down below and contact either John Banks Ipswich or John Banks Cambridge. I really hope you have enjoyed the video. If you have, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Let me know what you think think of the Renault Trafic E-Tech. And if you want to see more videos like this, then you know what to do. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Until next time guys, see you later.